Debt burden or tool. Most people see debt as a bad thing. It's a burden, a weight on their shoulders. But, the rich often view debt differently. They see it as a tool, a way to build wealth. This is the secret that the rich use to get ahead. Understanding this difference in perspective is the first step towards financial freedom. Debt in itself is not inherently good or bad. It's how you use it that matters. In the wrong hands, debt can be crippling. But in the right hands, debt can be a powerful tool for building wealth. It's all about understanding the difference between good debt and bad debt. This video will explore how the wealthy use debt to their advantage. We'll look at real-life examples and practical advice. You'll learn how to shift your mindset about debt and use it as a tool to reach your financial goals. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand about debt, the better equipped you'll be to use it to your advantage. Let's begin our journey to unlock the secrets of wealth creation. The wealthy understand that not all debt is created equal. They have a keen sense of how to use debt to their advantage, distinguishing between what can help them grow their wealth and what can hinder it. They differentiate between good debt and bad debt. This distinction is crucial in their financial strategy. Good debt is an investment that will generate future income and increase in value. For instance, taking out a loan to invest in real estate or a business can be considered good debt. Bad debt, on the other hand, is a liability that will cost you money and decrease in value. This includes things like credit card debt or loans for depreciating assets. Let's look at an example to understand this better. A mortgage on a rental property is considered good debt. This is because it is an investment that can generate monthly income through rent payments. Why? Because it's an investment that generates monthly income through rent payments. This income can help cover the mortgage payments and even provide additional profit. Plus, the property has the potential to appreciate in value over time. This means that not only are you earning income, but your asset is also growing in value. On the other hand, credit card debt is generally considered bad debt. This is because it usually carries high interest rates and doesn't generate any income. Instead, it adds to your financial burden. Instead, it drains your cash flow each month. The more you rely on credit cards, the more difficult it becomes to manage your finances. The longer you carry a balance, the more you end up paying in interest charges. This can quickly spiral out of control, leading to a cycle of debt that is hard to break. Statistics show that wealthy individuals use debt strategically. They understand how to leverage debt to create more wealth. A study by the Federal Reserve found that the top 1% of earners hold a significant portion of their assets in businesses and investments, often financed with debt. This strategic use of debt allows them to expand their financial portfolio. This allows them to leverage their capital and potentially earn higher returns. By using debt wisely, they can invest in opportunities that yield significant profits. They understand the power of using other people's money to build their own wealth. This approach enables them to maximize their financial growth while minimizing their own risk. One of the key differences between the wealthy and the average person is their mindset towards debt. While many people see debt as a burden or a necessary evil, the wealthy view it through a different lens. They see it as a powerful tool that, when used correctly, can open doors to opportunities that would otherwise be out of reach. The wealthy don't view debt as something to be feared, but rather as a tool to be used strategically. They understand that debt can be a means to leverage their investments, allowing them to achieve greater returns than they could with their own capital alone. They understand that debt, when used wisely, can amplify their returns and accelerate their path to financial freedom. By borrowing money at a lower interest rate and investing it in higher-yielding assets, they can create a positive spread that generates wealth over time. Think of debt like a lever. A small amount of force applied to the right spot on a lever can move a much larger object. Similarly, leveraging a small amount of debt can command a significantly larger asset, potentially generating outsized returns. This is particularly evident in the world of real estate, where leveraging debt is a common practice among successful investors. Take the example of real estate mogul Donald Trump. He famously used debt to finance his real estate empire. By borrowing money to purchase properties, he was able to control assets worth far more than his own capital. This strategy allowed him to build a vast portfolio of real estate holdings, generating significant income and wealth over time. While this strategy involves risk, it also offers the potential for significant wealth creation. it's important to understand the risks involved and to manage them effectively. This means doing thorough research, having a solid plan, and being prepared for potential setbacks. Shifting your mindset about debt is crucial. Instead of viewing it as a burden, start seeing it as a potential tool for wealth creation. This shift in perspective can open up new opportunities and allow you to take advantage of financial strategies that the wealthy have been using for years. Remember, it's not about avoiding debt altogether, but rather about using it strategically to your advantage. This means understanding the terms of the debt, the potential returns on your investments, and having a clear plan for managing and repaying the debt. The wealthy understand this, and now you do too. By adopting this mindset and using debt strategically, you can unlock new opportunities and accelerate your path to financial success. Segment 3. Investing with debt, real estate, and beyond. Debt can be a powerful tool for investing, particularly in assets like real estate. When used wisely, it can amplify your returns and help you achieve financial goals that might otherwise be out of reach. However, it's important to understand both the benefits and the risks involved. Real estate investors often use mortgages to purchase properties, allowing them to control an asset worth far more than their down payment. This strategy, known as leveraging, can significantly increase the potential return on investment. Let's say you purchase a rental property for $200,000 with a 20% down payment of $40,000. By financing the remaining $160,000 with a mortgage, you can control a valuable asset with a relatively small initial investment. You finance the remaining $160,000 with a mortgage. This allows you to benefit from the property's full value and potential appreciation, even though you've only invested a fraction of the total cost upfront. If the property appreciates in value by 5% in a year, your initial investment of $40,000 would have grown by 25%. This is because the appreciation is calculated on the total property value, not just your down payment. This is the power of leverage. By using debt, you can amplify your returns and achieve greater financial gains than you could with your own capital alone. However, it's important to remember that leverage also amplifies risk. However, real estate is not the only asset class where debt can be used effectively. Business owners often use debt to finance growth, purchasing equipment, hiring employees, or expanding into new markets. This allows them to scale their businesses faster than if they relied solely on their own capital. Business owners often use debt to finance growth, purchasing equipment, hiring employees, or expanding into new markets. This allows them to scale their businesses faster than if they relied solely on their own capital. By leveraging debt, they can seize opportunities and drive their business forward. This allows them to scale their businesses faster than if they relied solely on their own capital. The strategic use of debt can be a game changer, enabling businesses to grow and thrive in competitive markets. When investing with debt, it's crucial to carefully analyze the potential return on investment, or ROI. The ROI should be higher than the cost of the debt to ensure the investment is profitable. This requires thorough research and a clear understanding of the financial landscape. The ROI should be higher than the cost of the debt to ensure the investment is profitable. This means considering all costs, including interest rates, fees, and potential risks. A well-calculated ROI can help you make informed decisions and maximize your returns. Remember, debt is a tool, and like any tool, it needs to be used strategically and with careful consideration. By understanding the dynamics of leveraging debt, you can make smarter investment choices and achieve your financial goals more effectively. Always weigh the potential benefits against the risks and plan accordingly. At Segment 4, Managing Risk, the cornerstone of debt leverage. While debt can be a powerful tool for wealth creation, it's essential to acknowledge and manage the inherent risks. Leverage, while amplifying potential returns, also magnifies losses. Therefore, understanding and mitigating risk is paramount when using debt. One crucial aspect of risk management is thorough due diligence before taking on debt. Whether you're investing in real estate, starting a business, or pursuing any other endeavor involving debt, it's crucial to thoroughly research and understand the investment, the market, and your own financial situation. Having a solid financial plan is equally important. This plan should include a budget, debt repayment strategies, and a clear understanding of your cash flow. It's also advisable to build an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses and potential downturns. Remember, responsible debt management involves more than just making on-time payments. It requires a proactive approach, continuously monitoring your investments, adjusting your strategies as needed, and seeking professional advice when necessary. Segment 5. Practical Steps. Your journey to using debt wisely. Now that we've explored the principles of using debt wisely, let's outline some practical steps you can take to implement these strategies in your own life. Remember, this is a journey, and it starts with small, manageable steps. Firstly, begin by assessing your current financial situation. Analyze your income, expenses, assets, and liabilities. This will give you a clear picture of where you stand and help you identify areas for improvement. Next, create a budget. This doesn't have to be complicated. Numerous budgeting apps and tools are available to simplify the process. The key is to track your income and expenses, identify areas where you can cut back, and allocate funds towards your financial goals. Start by tackling any high-interest debt, such as credit card balances. Consider consolidating this debt into a lower interest loan, or utilizing balance transfer offers to save on interest charges. Remember, reducing high-interest debt frees up more of your cash flow for investing and wealth building. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Thank you for watching.